Hello and welcome now then. I thought the easiest way to do this, it is a test map anyway, is instead of doing what I was going to do, because I'm going to have to do that in a real game, I thought why don't you just remove the forest and buy that plot of land so that you can do what you sort of set out to do. So we have done that. See, I've gone a bit mad though. Yeah, you can sort of grab lots, and I've grabbed a little bit too much, as you can see. I've sort of decimated it in like areas, but mainly, yeah, I've left it alone. But just the bits that we were going to do anyway. So we're going to buy it, but yeah, obviously, let's just do that now. The bit that we wanted is between 7 and 8, so I'm not sure we can afford it yet. Yeah, we can. Yes. Now we can build a farm, literally a farmyard, because we own the bit in between, which is just this side of here. It is, yeah, that's the one. So we own all of this lot here. Yeah, I could have edited these bits and bobs out as well, but yeah, I thought it was the easiest way. I thought if you're going to remove these with like forestry, then you're going to go get the proper game back and it's going to put them all back. I thought there is an easier, you are allowed to do this for yourself. You couldn't like save it and pass it on to someone else, but you are allowed to. Now the other good thing is, since we did this, Giants have fixed the bit where you can like level. Yeah, now you can actually do this properly. So let's just raise. Yeah, it's raised slightly into that corner. And then we need to like say level just there. In fact, level might have been the one to do in the first place. Yeah, that's better. It'll do. It's not perfect, but it's certainly a lot better. Right, so we've done that. Yeah, I apologise for not being back sooner, but I've got to be honest. I've not been very well, but this is my first recording. I've been wanting to come back. There's a couple of things I am going to do. The MA7 Studios, it's all right, but I don't fancy doing that, like lugging the grain and doing that type of stuff. The actual normal one is good now. Yeah, the idea is sort of so we need to grab that and stick that in there, but I don't think we've actually done anything with it over yet, have we, or have we? Did we already stick? No, we didn't. So what I'm going to do is sell it. I'm going to give myself any excess because it might have gone down in value. 28. Sell, yes. Now, which is actually worth? Which did we pay for it? 28. It was 36. Grain crusher. 36, 28. So 28. 8 grand. I knew it would lose a little bit, but I thought it's the easiest way to do this. Just so add. Let's say 8 grand. Gordon Bennett, Mr. Gavin is working up. Yeah, that is right. 8. Yeah, so we need to soften this a little as well, because that's... Oh, do we leave that for another production? Just soften the back? Yeah, so obviously, if I was... Yeah, normally I would have, like, removed those, but I thought, I'm going to have to do this twice. That's what I thought. So I'll just leave it and just do it. Oh, wow, that really is... Yeah, it's sort of... That's the trouble with the soften... Not soften with... No, it is with soften, yeah. Right, so we've done all of our fields, I believe, 8 and 7 and field 9. I think what we're going to do is what I said. We're going to relinquish field 9. Just visit it first. Yeah, we had actually done it, isn't that typical? We'd actually... so now, it is March. We were going to plant, weren't we? Are we going to leave it now? We did prep it after all said and done, like, do this next time? Course play dropped, as you can see from the top, so here we have been, let's refold that away. So a beautiful bit of kit this is, it really is quite nice. I don't use cultivators very long once the no-tills start to drop, and I've got to be honest, they're already starting. Got a beautiful planter. Well, we've got my planter, we've also got, I mean, mine's only for me sort of thing, as in like, it's not, well, it's actually in for testing, but I doubt it'll get past. Yeah, very doubt it, but not that there's anything wrong with it, it's just that it has to fit in with the Giants' idea of things, if you know what I mean, and I'm not sure it will, so... Right, fantastic. Oh, I did get rid of a few over here as well. Alright, and... yeah, I did, wow. Yeah, you can edit clumps. I unfortunately edited... ooh, but that's a tree there, isn't it? Yeah, you've got to go around it, not through it. That doesn't work. Yeah, I do love this. Yeah, so this is our starting slab. Right, so then, what are we going to do? I know we said about potatoes. Did we actually lease anything? That's probably a good starting point, because it's about 2 or 3 weeks. I did mention to JMGaming that I was going to do some more sessions. So we have been given the chance with this, a unique chance really, to have a go in advance. And then what, have we got any other productions? Oh, it's class, oh, available, owned 0. We've just got rid of the 1. Now I have been busy with productions, I have got quite a lot, but we have also got JMGaming's own. Right, so what are we going to do? What are we going to go into? Let's have a quick look on things that are... now, what have we also got? Potatoes, we saved a few, didn't we? A little bit. Yeah, we did very... oh, did we watch in the sales this morning? Oh, yeah, I remember. Yeah, well, yes, definitely do remember. So then, prices is what we really have got to look at. What we have got, oh yeah, let's also look at what equipment we've got, as to literally see what we can actually be doing. I mean, yeah, we've got the, yeah, so we can seed enormously. I know that, I remember that. Grimmy, to make ridges. Kubota, equivalent. That's it. I thought we had. Yeah. We've got the. So it's a 3. We nevertheless can do it, but we've not got any means of... That's right, that's coming back to me. We've got the Risoux mash. Yeah, I do remember now. Did we have another header? Or was that what... I think we leased it, didn't we? We didn't release 2, I seem to recall. That was a while back though now, but yes. Right, okay, so what are we actually going to do this particular year, as well as... what I thought was, obviously, I will grab and I will plough, probably not really with you, because you're not suited to that really. Not when there's like, we've got 2 of the Deutz and this one. We do allow create fields, and we're going to like extend the bits that is ours. But also, oh, that's a point, yeah, probably the big blue. What are we doing for this year then? I think, yeah, because we can't, there's no interesting crops. Let's have a look. That's what is available with a seeder in March. Grass? Anybody for grass? Oh, potatoes. You could do spinach, sugar beets, sugar cane. So that's nothing, is there? Nothing at all. We could do long grain grass, but then you're going to need to make a field. Long grain grass, long grain rice, even. Peas you can plant, but seed, but grapes, cotton, anything in... no. So really, it looks like we've got to leave. After we've got this beautiful, massive cedar, and there's nothing we can do in March. Surely there is. Carrots, corn, grapes. I mean, other than things that we don't own. I mean, that is, yeah, peas. They're all... soybeans we can't plant anyway. Spinach, sugar beet, sugar cane, sunflowers, wheat. Yeah, they're all back end, aren't they? All the ones. We could do barley, canola, wheat. Obviously, there's the specialist ones. This is rather annoying. So it does look very much like we've got some... what? Look at the contours of the land. Yeah, we ought to really soften that a little. The hill's a bit too severe for equipment actually going over that bit. So we need to like Yeah, that's why one of the pieces of equipment we got struggled with that particular thing, so I think that's okay. Just checking I was recording. I haven't checked, so it's just very remiss of me. So then, the easiest way is, but I think I'm right, I think we're going to need to lease a... But I'm trying to think, I don't want to do the same everything the same. I've sort of started to go into specialisations, but we sort of missed the boat. Right, fantastic. So, yeah, there is wheat, barley, oats. Surely we can do oats. What I'm thinking is we will do yeah, we can. I was going to say, I'm sure we can do oats. If we did oats, we could make bread. I haven't done a big lot of that. It's still not terrible. So what I'm thinking is, let's set you going in here whilst we grab the doits, and we will get on with doing a bit of ploughing. I'm going to go into a time lapse though, because this is otherwise going to be mega boring. Right, I think this has got the power, so it doesn't really matter if it's got these arrows on or not. So let's go grab that plough, put create fields on, and let's rip a bit of fields in the middle of our lands. Is that way, because it's the catch thing, so we do obviously need to grab this as well. Have we got a fluffy mods? I don't think we have we? Obviously the other way. Yeah, this one doesn't make any sense to me, because you're saying danger to yourself. I can't. Why would you do that? Surely other people should see the danger bit. It doesn't make any sense to me at all. Allow create fields. Right, so then we are going to like rip a field opposite field 7 to begin with. Yeah, we're going to leave a bit of this for the farmyard, which we're going to cross this line, and then we're going to go opposite, and we're going to build ourselves a field. So I am going to say my words. Yeah, I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, I'm coming at the top. I think this is the bit we're going to use as the farmyard. This is actually ours. All this from this bit here, all the way to the top of the bank, is all just a little bit further, about halfway through the field. So actually, pretty much where I've drawn my line. Wow, I'm quite impressed, because that was a fluke. It was. There was no, well, no, it would, yeah. So it is not far off, actually. We don't quite own a little bit there, though. So we'll not take any liberties at the end of Field 8, but we could extend Field 8 now into there a bit, which we might well do. Or we do a third field in there, because what I'm going to do is after this year, we're going to relinquish Field 9. Now, you only got 2 little bits to do. Seriously, I thought you'd be done already. Yeah, sort of what I thought we'd do is, this is like the end of the session. Literally is just us doing the fields. I know it's not a lot. Oh, do we do? What I was trying to do was like do another fields as well as the one we thought, wow, it's a bit of mess, really. What we've got to do is a couple of ups and downs, and it's done a right mess. I've now got to go all the way up for a tiny little strip. Sure, there was enough like space and to do a good job, you know. Seriously, I thought, I'll trust the AI workers, they'll have a go instead of course play. Yeah, they've been not been bad actually. Normally, they're not perfect though, so it is true. Right, so let's do we crack on and do the other big field, and then I'll just keep cutting for next year, as in I'll start and I'll do a little bit each time until it's done. Because we have, obviously, the thing is, you've got 98,786, it's not a lot, it really isn't. So what I'm thinking is going quite large and doing as much as we can of oats, which is also a very short crop, which then means we can actually do, then I've got to go canola, haven't I, again? Oils. We could do, you need more than one stream anyway, so I think if we do canola and oats for this year, so that means we're going to need to put an oil factory down and so 3 productions. That alone is going to cost 51,000, even if they're all mine. So that's done. It's just this one. I think I'm going to do this on myself, so we'll finish this. And then gradually we're going to cut out another field in the middle here. It's going to be fairly large. So yeah, I'm going to work last bit. We'll get this a little bit done, and I'm going to do this myself. And then I need to shift you off the edge of the field, because that's not going to work. I apologise for we've got the fact, but we've got stones on the field as well. But it is what it is. Yeah, I'm trying to make use of what we've got. So I know I could have leased the Lizard 12 metre, and I've got the equipment and the horsepower to actually do it. But I thought, no, let's stick. So we're going to have 4 fields, and that is about the same as size at field 8. We could have gone a bit further, but I didn't quite cut the, didn't quite do the trees enough. So, right, for one last time, then I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see cows and gals on. No, let's chat for this bit. Yeah, it's still not going to take long with this beast, is it really? Let's be honest. Yeah, so when Risoux Forest comes out properly, I will clear this in the sessions. Or do we just crack on? I'm not really trying to do forestry. We could say we've at least hired a contractor, because you can still do this for yourself. You're allowed. You know, like you can literally go in and edit maps. I used to do it all the time in FS19. Especially for oxygen. No, I didn't think I did actually. It was 6 counties. Was that right? It doesn't sound right as I say it, but yeah, the doesn't sound right. No, it doesn't. That sounds like a mix-up of combined counties. It's not that. 6 ashes. Is that right? 6 ashes? It doesn't sound right to me as I'm saying it, but yeah, I'm sure that is the one. By JMGaming, which only released Attingham Park. Yeah, and never did another map, so I wonder if, like, that was all, he's gone on to pastures green, because normally, yeah, I've not heard anything at all about it, so I would imagine JMGaming is, like, gone or onto other things. Doesn't mean he's, like, retired or anything, but he's well, he would have released more. I mean, yeah, he was an active modder for like, yeah, for all the way through FS19, did 2 or 3 maps. So, and I mean, maps of renown as well. So, I mean, I personally was never that. Don't get me wrong, I recognise that Attingham Park was good, and you'd think on paper it's ideal for me. I always said this. I thought, why am I not really gelling with this map? I've never. I like it, but it's not. It didn't grab me like Riverbend Springs. Now that's really, it's beautiful. It's got, and I'm not saying it didn't have character either. And I'm British, so you'd think that you'd be guaranteed that you'd like that. Yeah, I thought if we came up and down, the lay of the land seems to be better this way. Yeah, I mean the Rossamash may also be a bit. Yeah, not sure how it's going to handle. I think he'll be alright. It's fairly. There are undulations, but they don't seem to be like terrible. Let's just go straight up to that corner because we didn't quite manage it. I suppose I could have done this a bit of a different shape. I was trying not to. I was leaving a road for us to travel, like a farmyard road of our own, to travel over our land quickly straight across there. So we shall see. If we don't do that, then we should try again. So at the end of this year, we're going to relinquish Field 9 to get a bit of cash back, but for now, we're going to use it. Let's just cut that corner and then go straight up. It's a beautiful bit of kit. So it used to be one of my favourites on FS19 when I first started, but then they got the no-till bug. You know, like where things start to drop with no-till, as they frequently do, and they've already started on FS25. Yeah, there's a lot of... The game is getting a lot of stick, and I can see why. I mean, I've said it myself. I've not really given Giants hell over it. But it wasn't really ready to be released, even though they've had as long as they had to start developing and make it the best game yet. The extra time that they've had, you would have thought it was as polished as a new... But they were still talking. That's what was the first thing that I got, was from those content creators who are in the partner program. They were talking about Giants were sort of saying they could be dropped, you know, like let go features at any time. And I thought, well, you've not even got a final idea then, have you? If you're saying comments like that, anybody who knows anything about software knows well, it's not ready then, is it? And it's, I mean, I've got to be honest, the ground defamation is causing the most amount of trouble. You know, it really is causing issues with all manner of equipment and things like that. If a feature's not going to work properly, yeah, I mean, then why is it in the game? Because it is causing a lot of issues. I've switched DLSS off, but it's still got weird issues even with that, like, taken out. So it's not just that, it really is. It keeps on certain times going between the meshes. You'll see the graphics flickering on a vehicle as it's going low res and then high res, even though you've obviously chosen your graphics settings and it should know and be locked in. It's not. So yeah, I mean, I can understand why people are like, you know, I do think, well, if Giants finish, I mean, I've got to be honest, I mean, I never said too much, but FS22 was never finished. They kept on releasing more content as if like that was the idea. I mean, the newer didn't work properly all the way through the game. It was very hit and miss. That was never fixed, not even until the day I left FS22. It was still a dodgy issue. And FS25, well, it's certainly not the most auspicious of starts, shall we say. It really, they've not, you know, I mean, I talk about asking, I mean, they will have made millions, we all know that. There's a lot of people who bought pre-release, myself included. Well, I know there's not many content creators, even though there are a lot. What I mean is, he's not going to make millions off that, are they really? But there's a lot of people who bought the pre-release, which means they really did make a lot of cash out of that. So I mean, it's not like we've not all supported Giants in, you know, like trying to make it a brilliant game, but I think most people feel let down. No, I certainly do. It's certainly not a thing that's polished. It's a thing in needing polished, but it's certainly not polished in any way, shape or form. It was unfinished. I mean, they've done a lot, and I mean, major little tiny updates, because I bought the Giants version this time instead of the Steam version. So you get the little box that comes up and says recreating, so you know when you've had an update, and there's loads of little ones. And then of course there are 2 monsters, and it's still not fixed very much at all. You still get that huge every time you go into the store. Not as much. They've done something that's better, but it's not fixed. I mean, that's terrible. Every time you go into the store, there's a slowdown in the game for about 10 seconds as it like recovers. So, never seen anything like it. So yeah, it's definitely yeah, so we will be going into, we need a grain mill and we need a bakery. I am going to do an enhanced one. I'm not sure if I've actually done an enhanced bakery yet. I don't think I've. The grain mill itself doesn't really need much. That's really, Giants did do a good job of that. It's got some decent cycles. I might tweak it a little, but I won't need to do it a lot, because it already churns out an awful lot of flour. I couldn't keep up with the one at Riverbend Springs on the original one, so right, brilliant. So yeah, we're going to have that bit where the Massey is all the way to there as the extended farmyard, where we're going to put any extra, and we may, I suppose we could put productions. This, I was thinking, this is about the flattest bit of land we've got here, right where I am. We could put a couple of productions next to the road, like facing this way, and this could be the production section of the farm, and then we could stick that other field right where I am now up to this tree with toadstools on. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So I'm going to leave it there, but it's a start. It is, and not a bad one, really, when you consider. Yeah, so in time I'm going to release that, because it's an awful long way to like run up there, and that's what I was thinking. If we make this, look at this. Yeah, we've got that missing, that little section there. I don't think anyone gets that, or do you get a 59? No, you don't. Even then, you don't. You don't get it with ours either. No, that's just there. So I could, I suppose, grab the trees out, but I would class that as the garden. So how much is that worth? 49,000. Yeah, so obviously we've you know, like, as well. Let's have a look what we're going to need to. We are going to need to weed. We could preemptive, so that needs lime, which of course it will, because it's only just been caught. So we've got one fertilizer state off all of them. That one needs liming, which of course it will do. So we'll get that done next session. And whilst that is doing it, I'm sure each of these is going to need preemptively weeding. Yes. Oh, we haven't got a roller on this, I don't think, have we? Let's have a look. I'm sure we haven't. I'm sure we've looked through. Shorten the year 10 Winkle. Oh, wait, I was going to say. Genesis Massey Lizard. You've got the Dragon, which is brilliant. The Little John Deere, which is ideal for. We've got the front loader to assist us in any way that it needs to do. Yeah, we have, so I've got the power chain, but yeah, so we can plant more trees, which is good. But yeah, so we'll leave it there for now. I shall consider and think on. So we've got the big elmers, so we can like be weeding preemptively, rather than like, you know, wasting time getting a. Not that the sprays are very cheap. There's a beautiful one for the Fendt from the Farm Compact. So yeah, that'll do very nicely. We could easily afford that. So right, that's where I'm going to leave it. It is the first session since I've been here, so yeah, hopefully we'll I'm going to class this as one of the normal Let's Plays. Now Zilonka's not far off finished, to be honest, so this will become the new European map from that. But there is also Oxygen David is also imminently going to release my favourite map, Calmsden. So it looks like there's been a few changes, but nothing terrible. But just dropping this out there all, like early, I'm not going to do what everyone else is going to do, but I'm not going to do what I did last time, because I've already done it. What I'm thinking is one of those squares of land that you get, that well, if it still has got some of those squares of land, we're going to buy one of those. Whether I do a hybrid start where we have the farm and we sell everything off to get the cash to move, or whether I just like think, well, let's just give ourselves a load of cash. But I'd like some equipment. That's what I was thinking. If we did a new farmer start, a hybrid, and give ourselves a load of cash, or if we sell the farm and you can sell it cleanly without destroying everything, then we'll move and make our own farm. I'd just do it because everyone's going to do the same thing. Everyone's going to like grab the farmyard, and you're going to see 10 big names all do the farm and all the rest of it. So I'd like to do something a bit different, but I'd like to hear your opinion whether you think that's a good or a bad idea. I did a contract to start at least a couple on Columns the first time round, but I think this time we'll just build our own farm on one of those big squares. Just let me know what you think, whether it's a good or a bad idea, because I am up for doing the farm if everyone wants to see the farm. Yeah, but I would prefer to build my own farm, really. This time we will build the farm to begin with, which is why I'm thinking of, because you'd need a hell of a lot of cash to actually seriously put some buildings down. But there are some very reasonable buildings too, so we could sort of build quite a few decent buildings, put the animal enclosure down beforehand, all that type of thing that you would expect at a farmyard. But if you do it yourself, it is amazing. Whenever you buy or get a new farmer start, you get a lot for your money, really, and it's hard to match that from like a normal start from scratch. So yeah, let me know what you think, and and I will consider what you say, most definitely. But all that remains to be said is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey, and I'm going to say goodbye for now.